Now, Power BI. You know the Power BI, how this Power BI has been evaluated. Earlier Power BI, before Power BI, or still people are using it. Could you tell me what is the tool we use to create a reports and charts? To create a reports and charts, we use a particular tool in Microsoft. Of course, we are using Microsoft Excel. In Microsoft Excel, we use a particular tool to create a report. Could you tell me what is the tool? Any idea? Pivot table. Very good. The pivot table is the tool which you used for creating the report. Any idea? Based on how many tables can we create a pivot? Based on how many source table can we create a pivot? Multiple? 1, 2, 3. How many sheets? How many tables? Are you sure? I have 3 tables in 3 different sheets. Based on 3 tables, can I create a pivot? It is not possible. You cannot do it with the pivot table. You have to do one more tool that is called as Power Pivot. There is a tool called as Power Pivot in Pivot Excel, which is used for combining multiple sheets and make a report. When you come for advanced Excel training, I would have said this pivot and Power Pivot. And to clean up your data and transform your data, as you are told, consolidation of multiple sheets, multiple files, everything I can do it in Excel itself using a tool called as Power Query. To make a dashboard, we had a tool. To make a dashboard, we had a tool called as Power View. These are all the tools of Microsoft Excel. These are all the tools of Microsoft Excel. Now, combination of all these 4 tools together, exactly 11 years before June 30th, Microsoft has launched this tool that is Power BI. BI stands for Business Intelligence. There are 2 BIs available. One is 2 BIs. One is, of course, which you already installed, that is your Power BI desktop. Second one is Power BI services. The name itself says desktop. It's a desktop version. You have to download it, you have to install it. Services is an online version. I don't know whether you know it, nowadays every software has 2 versions, online, offline, even Excel also. Excel you can open offline Excel, online Excel is also available. You can go to Microsoft.com, Office365.com and you can use online Excel also. Online PowerPoint is also available. So like this, Power BI is available on 2 versions. One is Power BI Desktop, second one is Power BI Services. Power BI Desktop, it's very simple. You can go to Microsoft stores, app.powerbi.com. You can download and you can start using it. It's totally free of cost. No need for pay anything. Just go download and start using the Power BI. No need to pay anything. Just download it and you can start using it and you will get an update literally. Literally, there will be an update every month. Every month you will have an update. So latest update maybe June, July, every month. I think June is the latest update. July update still has not appeared. Maybe we expect in another 1 or 2 days. Every month you will get an update on this Power BI Desktop. Power BI Desktop is used for transforming the data, clearing the data and creating the report, creating the dashboard. Everything you can do it in Power BI. Only thing is you cannot publish it. I want to share the report to others. I want to publish the report online. I want to share it within my team. I want to share it with someone else as a publishing. When you publish, you have to go to this Power BI services. After publishing, you have to go to this Power BI services. Yes. While publishing, you have some license part. Pre or a premium license, pro or a premium. There are various types of license, pro license or a premium license. Here the license plays a role. We'll discuss about this. I think you are all using a pro license here. In Daimler, I have seen most of the people as of now, so many kind of programs. Maybe I would have seen around 5 or 6 people are using this premium license. Most of them are using professional license. We'll check that later. Okay, so we have 2 things. One is Power BI Desktop. Second one is Power BI Services. So today we are going to start with Power BI Desktop. Finally, we are going to land to Power BI Services. We'll see one by one. right? Power BI desktop has to be downloaded, has to be installed. I hope most of you have already downloaded, have already installed with the latest version. Let us check that. Let me open this Power BI desktop now. Go to start and you can use the search box and you can search for the Power BI desktop here. You can search that Power BI desktop and open that Power BI desktop application. Services, we'll see it later. By today evening, we'll see about the services. So let me go to the search box or I'll go to the start button. I already created the shortcut for this Power BI desktop. Or you can go to the search box and you can type here as Power BI and you can make a right click on this and you can add this to your start bar. You can add this to the start or you can pin it to your taskbar. Taskbar means it will be pinned here on the taskbar. Start means when you click on the start button, it will be pinned, so that no need to every time going to search and open it. So first time I am opening, right clicking, I am pinning to the start, I am pinning to the taskbar. I have not pinned to the taskbar, but I have pinned to the start. So since I have pinned to the start, what is the advantage is if I go to start, you can see the Power BI is straight away available here. Please open that Power BI desktop. So just click on Power BI desktop. It opens with the welcome screen. This should be your first screen, welcome screen. On the welcome screen, left hand side, home, open, sign in. If you have already signed in, fine. If you are not signed in, you can sign in. If you are signed in, your name will be displayed on the top right. So top right hand side, your name will get displayed. If it is not displaying also, no problem. You can create a report, you can create a dashboard, but only thing is you cannot publish it. But now I can see my name is displayed here. Hope you have already signed in. If you are not signed in, you can sign it at any time. Maybe before today evening, you can sign it. Not required, you have to sign it now itself. Before publishing, you have to sign in. Creating the report, no need for signing in. Without signing in itself, we can create a report and dashboard. Publishing, you should have signed in. I have already signed in. My name is displayed on the top. And this is your welcome screen where we can see the select data source. I will explain what is this data source, how to use the data source. And you can see your recommended reports will be there. Recently opened report and some report which has been shared with me, that will be available here. So this is our normal welcome screen and I want to check the version of Power BI. How do we check the version of Power BI? Two methods. One is on the bottom, there is an option called as About on the welcome screen. If you click on the About, it automatically opens a blank report. It automatically opens a blank report and it will show you the version. That's one method. Second method, you can open a blank report and you can go for About also. Both way. 6 plus 4 or 4 plus 6, both are same thing. If I click on About, it will automatically open the blank report and it will show you the About here. Let me try that. Or if you click on blank report and you can check About also. Both can be done. You can do any one of it. For example, let me open this blank report. I click on the blank report now. Here, how can I check the version? How can I check the version here? There is a help tab. Under the help tab, you can see About. Under the help, there is an option called as About. So if I click on About, yes, it opens and it shows me what is the version of Power BI you are all using. June 2026. Any deviation or any other changes? Any other versions used here other than June 2026? March 26. Manageable, okay. Maybe one or two features may not be available. March, February, have to upgrade it. You have to upgrade it. Most of the features may not work here. Try to upgrade it before. I think in contact settings itself we have told that to upgrade it. Yes, any other? Yes. 25. Maybe today you can manage. Tomorrow when you are creating the advanced level visuals, then you have to get updated. There you can manage. Any other? 25, 24. Sir, you have to upgrade it, sir, as soon as possible. It's very old version. More than 1 year old. All others are same, right? June 2026. March and April is also fine. We can manage. Superb. So let me start with the introduction of this Power BI. Our challenge is by today evening, at least we should create and publish one report by today evening. Okay. So let me start with the introduction of Power BI. What are all the elements, what are all the components, and what are all the options available in Power BI. On the top, where we can see our file name, our software name is available. This we call it as title bar, which shows the title of your file. This is called as title bar. This is our title of the file. This is title bar. On the left hand side of the title bar, there are 3 or 4 buttons available here. You can see there are 3 or 4 buttons available here. This one, where we can see save, undo, redo, this area we call it as quat. As of now in Power BI, quat is having very lesser option compared to Excel, which is having very lesser option. Quat is quick access toolbar. Below the quat, the whole area, file, home, insert, modeling, view, optimize, this whole area put together, we call this as ribbons. The whole area is called as ribbon. Why I am explaining this at the first session is maybe today and tomorrow I will say click on the ribbon, click on the quad, click on the tab. You should know which is the ribbon, which is the quad, and which is the tab. That's why I am explaining this on the first session itself. So this one is a ribbon. On the ribbon, the first button available on the ribbon, file. So this one is file, which is your office button. Yes. Title bar should I? 1 minute. Office button, that is your backstage of your office. This is the backstage. Backstage means backstage you can change some settings or you can change some options. Backstage. Search box you can hide and search box is okay. I have activated the search box. You can hide or unhide the search box. I will tell you how to get the search box. Search box can be there, cannot be there also, no problem. Search box, I will tell you how to activate the search box. Okay. So this one is office button and home. There is a home, there is insert, there is modeling. These are all called as each one available here. This one we call it as a tab. Home is a tab, insert is the tab, modeling is a tab, and view is a tab. And you will get one more tab when you insert some new feature. When you insert a measure, when you insert a visual, you will get some new tab. That tab will be a contextual. Contextual means based on the content, the tab will keep on changing. If you insert a chart, you will get a different tab. If you insert a measure, you will get a different tab. This tab will keep on changing. That's why this tab is called as contextual tab. Contextual tab. That means based on the content, the tab will keep on changing. Contextual. Below the tab, can I close this? Whatever I typed here, because I need some space on the screen. Can I close this? Yes. Below the tab, you can notice clipboard, data, and queries. These are all called as groups. Clipboard is a group, data is a group, query is a group. And all the other buttons available here, cut, copy, paste, all the other buttons available here. We call this as commands. Okay. Whatever I have said now, it's not only for Power BI. These are all the things common for Word, PowerPoint, Outlook, Access, Project, any Microsoft tools. Whatever I explained, it's common for all the Microsoft tools. But what's the new thing available in Power BI is we have 5 types of view. 5 types of view. The first view on the left hand side, you can see there is a first view, report view. Second view, table view. Third one, model view, DAX view. First one is your report view. What is this report view? This is where we are going to create our reports. This is where we are going to create our visuals and charts. Our visuals and charts will be created under this view, report view. Second, this is our table view, where we can see our data, where we can see our table. Our data and table can be viewed here. This is for viewing your data and table. Third view, model view. This one is a model view. What is that model view is? Someone has told I want to consolidate multiple sheets into one sheet. We don't have a, data are not identical, but there is a common column between the data. We can make a relationship between the data and you can create a report based on the relationship. We can set the relationship between the table. For setting the relationship between the table, you can use this model view. The next one, DAX view. In Excel, if you are using Microsoft Excel, to create a formula, could you tell me where we create formulas in Excel? Create a formula, we have a specific option. Is equal to, but it will route into a specific area. All your formulas and functions is created under FX. I don't know whether you are aware of it. FX is the way where we can create some formulas. FX is the button where even if you use equal to, it automatically lands into FX only. So in Excel to create a formulas and function, we will use FX. In Power BI to create a formula and functions, we are going to use this DAX. What is DAX? DAX is data analysis expression. I don't know whether we can cover entire DAX today or tomorrow. If possible, we'll start the basics of DAX. When you come to the advanced level of Power BI, another 2 days of Power BI, we'll be seeing in depth of this DAX. Probably today and tomorrow, more of visuals and more of reports. If time permits, we'll see about DAX also. Yes. It's a functional library. All the functions are available there. Like a FX. All functions are available, VLOOKUP, everything is available in Excel. Same like all the formula functions are available here. TMDL. It's a new view. I think just 1 year before this view has been added. If you are using the very old version of Excel, you may not have this TMDL. Anyway, we are not going to see the TMDL today or tomorrow. That's impossible. TMDL, which we are going to see it in maybe the next session, advanced level session only. What is this TMDL is? Table, model, definition, language. Okay, you can see the model in 2 areas. You would have seen the model in 2 areas. Third view also you can see there is a modeling. Fourth view also, fifth view also there is model. You can see the model is coming in 2 areas here. Here also I can see a model. Third one, here also I can see a model. Model is connecting multiple tables and creating the report. Using just a diagram you can connect the report. Using a coding you can connect the report. Using a language, coding like a coder, software engineer. Using the coding also you can connect it. As I indicated, unfortunately, as Red said, we are not going to use this today. Today or tomorrow we are not going to use this. Other 4 views we are going to use it. So these are all the 5 types of view: report view, table view, model view, DAX view, and TMDL view. Okay. Excel is a workbook which will have list of sheets. PowerPoint is a presentation which will have list of slides. Power BI is a reporting tool which will have list of pages. You can see page 1, page 2, page 3. You can add some pages. How you add sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3, sheet 4 in Excel? We can have page 1, page 2, page 3 in Power BI. And we have 2 types of layout. 2 types of layout. Mobile layout, desktop layout. Mobile layout and desktop layout. Suppose I am going to publish this report. I am going to send this report to my colleagues or subordinates and superiors. How they are going to view the report? Whether they are going to view the report in my laptop or desktop, or they are going to view the report in my mobile. If they are viewing the report in mobile, how should be my layout? If they are viewing the report in the laptop or desktop, how should be your layout? I think you would have noticed a website. If you open the same website in mobile, it will be having a different layout. Correct? Same website, if you open it in your laptop, the layout will be different. Same like you can change your layouts. That's very easy. We'll see that after publishing. Then this area, this whole area, we have a technical name for this whole area. We call this as canvas. This whole area, technical name for this whole area, we call it as canvas. In canvas, you are getting dotted lines. In 3 areas, you will get the dotted lines. Could you tell me what is this dot? Actually, these dotted lines are available in 4 areas. Now, actually, it's visible in 3 areas, but it's available in 4 areas. There is a dotted lines available. Maybe on the top also, you will get the dotted lines. But it's hidden, but we can see the dotted lines. Any idea what is the dotted lines? Border. Yes, margin. Very good. That's a page margin, screen margin. Within the margin, you can create the report. As you rightly told, that's a border or a margins. Very good. Then, we have 3 tabs. 3 tabs. Tab number 1, filter. 3 filters once again. Assume I am creating a visual. Assume I am creating a visual here. Maybe assume that I am creating a chart. Customer wise, what is my sales amount? I am creating a chart. I have hundreds of customers. The chart is showing hundreds of customers. I don't want 100 customers. I want only top 10 customers. So you can filter only the top 10 customers. You can filter a particular visual. A particular visual can be filtered. Second one, you can filter. Suppose I have a page. In this page, I am creating only the pending statements or payment received statements. I want only to display wherever the pending is, my invoices are pending. Only the pending details to be displayed here. So I want to filter only the pending details. So filter on this page. You can apply a filter on this page. Third, suppose I have 10 pages. I have 10 pages. All the 10 pages has to be filtered only for, suppose you are creating a report only for this Chennai plant. If I click on Chennai, all the 10 pages, I want to see only the report of Chennai. If I click on Mumbai, all the 10 pages, I want to see only the report of Mumbai. So filter off all the pages. So there are 3 types of filtering, which is not possible in normal Excel. You can filter only one table. You cannot filter a page. You cannot filter a multiple pages. So 3 types of filtering. Filtering a visual, filtering a page, filtering all pages. Don't worry, we will explore one by one. All the features we will explore one by one. This is the first tab. Second tab. This tab is the one where we are going to create our visuals. We are going to create our visuals here. Under the visuals, we have once again 3 tabs. The first tab is for creating the visual. This is for creating the visual. Second one, the second tab, the first tab is for creating the visual. The second tab, after creating the visual, you have to format that visual. You have to format that visual. The second one is for formatting. Sorry. You will get one more here, but as of now it's hidden. As of now it's hidden. When you create a visual, you will get one more button here. This is for analyzing your visual. Analyzing is forecasting, fixing the target. For everything you can use this analysis. So you'll have three types of button under the visualization. One is for creating, second one is for formatting, third one is for analyzing. The last tab available here, data. When I expand the data, this is where you will get all your headings, when you imported the table, all your column names will be displayed here. All the column name will be displayed. You have to drag and drop and you have to create a report. Like a pivot table. I think you would have created a pivot table. In pivot table, all your column names will be displayed. We have to drag and drop. You have to make a tick mark and we have to create a report. Same like all your column names will be available. You have to drag and drop and you can create a report here. Okay. The last one on the bottom, plus and minus, which is used for increasing or decreasing your page view, size of your page. Okay. That's it about the introduction. What are all the elements, what are all the components, and what are all the options available in Power BI. Clear? Any questions, doubts, queries until this? Clear? Very good. There are two reasons for not getting doubts. One is understood everything, you will never get a doubt. The second one is understood nothing, you will never get the doubt. But the problem is you can understand everything here. The challenge will start after the session is over. After 4:30, everything becomes blank. No other go. You have to practice it. Okay. Right. Now, what are we going to do? We have seen the introduction. Now, I hope you should have received a file. Karthik would have sent a file. I don't know how, in which mode he has sent it, whether on the Teams or on the mail. Teams. It's a zip file, correct? It's a zip file, and you would have got this file, Microsoft Power BI exercise. Correct? Yes. Everyone has received this file. Please do not open the file straight away. Download it. Download the file and right click on it and download it, right click on it, and there is an option called as extract all. Please extract the file. In the mail itself, I would have shown what is the step for doing it. I think you have downloaded the file. Please extract the file. Please do extract the file. Then don't open it straight away. Don't open it straight away. I think there will be a file which I have sent to Karthik. Karthik would have sent it to you. Yes, this is the file. You can right click and you can save as and you can download the file. For example, I'm redoing it again for you. I'm saving the file and I'm putting into a particular area. After this, please do not open the file. This is the file. Don't open it straight away like this. It will open, but don't do that. Right click, because it's a zipped file. It's a zipped file. Right click, extract all. Right click, extract all, or select the file. There is a extract all available here on the top. Please extract it and put it into a particular folder. Please extract the file and put it into the particular folder. After extracting, even you can delete this file, zip file, because you should not get confused. Zip file is a folder and your extracted file can be a different folder. For example, I right click and I extract it and I am putting into a particular folder here. Maybe I have given it in the same folder. So don't get confused. There will be a zip file. don't use the zip file. There will be a extracted file also. That zip file, even you can delete that zip file also. It's not at all a Power BI, just I'm sharing the common tips here. So please extract the file. After extracting the file into a particular folder, you can see there are some files available below that. 01 transaction data, 02 warehouse sales, 03 orders, 04, 05, 06. Let us open this 01 transaction data. Please open that file called as 01 transaction data. If you are opening this file for very first time, because you are downloaded just now, if you are opening it for very first time, it will ask you to enable the editing. Please enable it. Please enable it. If it is asking for it, because since it's a downloaded file from online, it's a downloaded file from online from an Outlook, it will ask you to enable. Please enable the editing. So I have enabled the editing. Yes. We have some files, we have some columns available. We have a sheet and we have some columns. Done, everyone? This is an Excel file. This Excel file, we are going to bring this Excel file into Power BI and we are going to create a report based on this file. So let me overview this file. I have some invoice number, I have invoice date, city, region name, state, customer type, division, product line, department, transaction data, payment mode, vendor type, cost center, amount, material cost, logistic cost, discount, total amount and net profit. So we have some columns. Based on this column, we are going to create a report. Before creating the report, just check whether this table is perfectly clear or any problem in this table, anything has to be cleaned or anything has to be done here. Is this data is perfectly clear? You have to tell me here just to verify the data and tell me whether there is any problem in the data or the data is 100% clear.
Empty above one cell.
There are some empty rows above. Okay, very good. Then payment mode, some cells are empty. Maybe that are all the credit payment. We would have not received the payment. Okay, there are some empty. Then any other? There are gaps in between. Where is the gap is? After row number 460, there are some empty rows available here. And in Excel, we have a specific shortcut key to find the last filled cell. To find the last filled cell, we have a shortcut key in Microsoft Excel. What is the shortcut key to find out the last filled cell is? You can use the shortcut key Control End. Some laptops you can press the key called as Control Function End, which will go to the last filled cell. It should go to the last filled cell. Let me try that. Actually, my data is ending at row number, maybe at the column number S. It should end at S. But unfortunately, when I press this Control End, it is ending at some other column called as Y. So it means there are some empty columns. This will happen in Excel. Maybe I will tell you why it is happening in Excel. We are using Excel not only for analyzing, we are using Excel for everything, typing, entering, everything we are using in Excel. For example, let me open some other file. I'll open some other file. Maybe I'll open some other file now. Just for explaining, I am opening this file. For example, I have some table available here. When I press Control End, it is ending at M. Here also I have some empty columns. And Excel, what I am doing is, assume that in column number somewhere else, I am just typing something. In few seconds, I am deleting that value also. I have deleted the value also. In column number Z, I have typed something and I deleted it. Within few seconds, within 1 second, I have deleted it. Now, if I press Control End, what is happening is, it's saying my data is ending at Z. So, it is taking the deleted data also as a part of your data. Even though it is deleted, it's not properly deleted. So, this way, I don't know whether you noticed it, your data will be too small, your file size will be larger in Excel. Your system speed will be very slower because unnecessarily it's taking so many of empty rows and empty columns. This has to be cleaned up. Yes, you can ask me, can I clean this in Excel itself and load it into Power BI? Yes, of course you can do that. If you are good in Excel, we can clean this. As you are told, you can remove this empty rows, empty columns, everything in Excel, and you can load it into Power BI. But unfortunately, where my data is ending my data is ending at 3777. 3777 is the row where my data is ending, and my data is available till 3326, till the March 30, 2026. Suppose April, May, June data is going to be uploaded here. While uploading the April, May month data also, I have found there are some empty rows and empty columns. Every time you have to redo it if you are using Microsoft Excel. Instead, if you do it in Power BI, do it only once in your lifetime. Add the data, refresh, or schedule the refresh. Your report will get updated automatically. So we are not going to do the cleaning process in Power BI. Sorry, we are not going to do the cleaning process in Excel. We are going to do the cleaning process in Power BI. So advantage of doing it in Power BI or Power Query is no need for repeating it. Do it only once in your lifetime. It automatically updates. That's an advantage of this Power BI. So please remember, my last row is 3777. Please do remember it, because we are going to use it in our later session. Now let me close this file. Could you tell me how can I close a file? How do we close an Excel file? Close. Don't close that Excel application, close the file. What you said is correct. Please close the file by using the shortcut key Control W. Don't close the entire Excel application, close only the particular file. Control W is the shortcut key for closing the particular file. So Control W is the best method for closing a file. So let me close the file. Now what are we going to do is 5 workflow. We are going to see about 5 workflows here. 5 workflow. First, what are we going to do? It is we are going to get a data. After getting the data, we are going to transform the data. After getting the data, we are going to transform the data. After transforming, we are going to load the data. After loading the data, we have to create a report based on the data. And finally, we are going to publish it. This is the 5 workflow. Today, tomorrow, if you attend this Power BI training for 5 days, 10 days, 20 days, this is the 5 workflows. This is the 5 process we are going to do. Maybe in between there may be some small process, that's all. But major 5 process is this. Get. From where we are going to get the data. Now we are going to get it from Excel. But where we can get the data is, we can get the data from any data source in the world. Any data source. Only thing is, your data source should be in a table format. Rows and columns. Heading, rows and columns. That's all. Any data source in the world. It can be a text file, it can be a PDF file, it can be Excel file, it can be an Oracle, it can be an SQL, it can be a picture. Take a picture. Suppose I have this attendance sheet. I take a picture and I will convert it as a table. I will convert it as a data. If it is a table format. So first we are going to get the data. Then we are going to clean up the data. We are going to transform the data. We are going to convert it into meaningful, proper data. Consolidating, combining. After this training session, we are not going to write any formulas on function. No formula. Don't write formulas. Don't write lookup. Don't write if function. Don't add the formulas. Try to do everything in Power Query, Power BI itself. So to write the formulas, to consolidate it, to combine it, to transform it, to clean up, we are going to use the tool that is Power Query. After transforming the data, we are going to load this data. Where are we going to load the data? So we are going to load the data. We are going to load the data into Power BI desktop. Then we are going to create a report. Where are we going to create a report? That's also in Power BI desktop. Creating the report is also in Power BI desktop. Finally, we are going to publish the report. Where are we going to publish the report? We are going to publish the report in Power BI services. Very good. That's it. Get it, transform it, load it, report it, and then publish it. But in Power BI, we have an option. Yes.
Anyone can access.
No, there are some controls. There are some security control. Within your team, you can access. You can give a control to a particular person. You can create a workspace to a particular team. That we can decide. Or you can publish it commonly also. That we can decide. There is an option of doing it. Or there is a row level security. I can publish the report. If someone is opening from India, they can see only the report of India. If someone is opening the report in US, they can see only the report. Same report. There is something called as row level security. That are all various controls. We'll see that. Okay. Get, transform, load, publish, and report. But here, in Power BI, we have an option available. Get it and straight away load it also. But I don't recommend it. Always it's better get, transform, and load it. Because you may have some problem. Here, sometimes I can find the problem. But physically, sometimes I cannot find. There may be some problem. In transformation, we have a specific tool for checking your column quality. Whether your columns are correct, whether there is some problem in the columns. To check the column quality, we have a tool available in transforming. So better always go with get, transform, and load. Don't skip the transform. My recommendation is always try to transform it and load it. So out of this 5, could you tell me where we are going to spend more time, whether on getting the data, or transforming, or loading, or reporting, or publishing? Getting? Transforming? Getting is very simple. Transforming, cleaning up is a very big process. If you have cleaned up, then loading, reporting, publishing is very simple, very easy. So probably today, first off, we are going to spend more time on transforming. If you have transformed the data lifetime only once, if you did it properly, then it's very simple, very easy. You can create a report very easy. May probably around 30 to 40% we are going to spend time on transforming. And reporting is another 30%. Maybe getting is just 10%. Publishing, yes, of course, as I told, publishing, we have some constraints of publishing. Or 20% we are going to spend it on publishing also. So we are going to spend more time on transforming. Okay, let us start with this get. Okay, right. Please open Microsoft Power BI. Before that, please do close that Excel file. Please do close that Excel file. If that Excel file is opened, it may throw some error, read-only error, because the file is already open. Some user has already opened the file. You cannot extract it, so it will throw an error. Better to close that file. Better to close it. While doing some process, please close the file. I think that file is closed. There are 4 basic methods, several methods, 4 basic methods to get the data. Method number 1, file. If you go to the office button, file, under file, there is an option called as get data. Go to file, get data. Here you can see some data sources, Excel, Power BI, data flow, SQL, Azure, text, web, OData. Still, if you are not okay, I want to get some other data source. So click here at the last. Get data to get started. Get data to get started. If I click this, there are so many other data sources available. Almost all the data sources of the world is available here. All the data sources in the world will be displayed here. Oracle, SQL, SAP, any type of databases. For example, I want to get the data from SAP. So then I can say SAP. So you can see from SAP also you can download the data. So this is the first method to get the data. File, get data. If you go to file, under file, you can see the get data. Under get data, the frequently used databases, or you can go to get data to get started. So first method. Second method, home tab. On the home tab, you can see there is an option available for get data. Home tab also you can see get data, Excel workbook, OneLake, all the databases are available here. Second method. Third method. On the canvas area also you can see there is an option of get data. Canvas area. This is the third method. Fourth method. On the right hand side, this is a new feature, maybe the old 2 months, 3 months old feature. You may not get this get data here. This is the fourth method. So we have 4 simple basic methods. We have 4 furthermore methods also. So these are all the 4 methods to get the data. Okay. So first one is file. Second file get data. Second one is home get data. Third one is canvas area get data. Fourth one is data get data. Out of this, which I prefer? You can use anything. My preference is the second one. Why I prefer the second one is third one is temporary. After importing the data, this will go off. This will get hidden. So I don't prefer this. Even this also will get hidden after getting one. Suppose I want to get 2 tables. You cannot do that because this will be hidden. But this will be permanently visible on your screen. So that's why I prefer the second method. You can use any method. As of now, you can use any method. My preference is the second method. So let us go to home tab. As I indicated, be with me, follow with me. Yes. I think you have to talk to Karthik. Home tab. So I recommend to go with this get data. So you can click on get data. There are once again the data sources and you can see more. Or you can click on this Excel workbook straight away. Because since we are going to get it from Excel, I'll click on this Excel workbook. So let me go to home tab, Excel workbook. As I said, please practice it parallelly. If you practice itself, you will forget the concept. If you are not practicing, I'm damn sure you'll forget it. So please do practice. Any questions, doubts, queries, stop me, ask me there itself. Get data, browse, and I'm selecting that file. The file name is 01 transaction data. So home tab, get data, and I selected the file name. I have selected the file name. Okay. After selecting the file name, let us click on open. Yes. As of now, you can skip that. I will tell you that we can add that later also. There is a new way of getting the data. That screen will be totally different. I will show you the screen later. There are new way of getting the data. Your screen looks somewhat like this. When you use the new preview, there is a new way of getting the data. I will tell you the new methods of getting the data also. So your screen will look somewhat like this if you use the new feature. New way of getting the data. This is another method of getting the data. No, don't enable it as of now. You can say no thanks and use the older one itself. So that we will follow the older one. Gradually we will add the new one. So select that file, open, it comes to the navigator screen. Hope all are landed into the navigator screen here, right? Now tell me, there is 3 options on the bottom, load, transform and cancel. Load and transform is graded out. Why?
Leave the box.
You have to select the sheet. Here on the top, you can see this is your file name and this is your sheet name. File name, sheet name. If you have 10 sheets, it will show you the 10 sheets. Maybe we'll start with one sheet. 10, 20, multiple sheets we'll see it in our upcoming session. So still, I clicked it, but still it's graded out. The reason is you have to check this. You have to make a tick mark on this. Then I can see load and transform is activated. But you can ask me, there are 2 options which I can select. On the top, there is something called as invoice performance. On the bottom, Power BI is suggesting something here. Can I select this? Power BI is suggesting some table. I don't recommend to select this. I don't recommend this. I recommend always to go with this. The reason is Power BI itself it's suggesting. I cannot say every time AA or Power BI or Excel will give you the right suggestion. Sometimes it may give you the wrong suggestion also. Here in suggested table, what it will suggest is, for example, in Excel, I have that bigger table. Assume that I have filtered a table, that Excel table, I have filtered a particular area. For some reasons, I have filtered it. So what Power BI will think is they have filtered the data, so they want only the filtered data here. Only the filtered data will be available here. But suppose I have 20 pages of report. I took a printout of 10 pages. Only the printed page will be displayed here. But I want the entire table. So here sometimes the entire table will not be displayed. So that's why I don't suggest this. I suggest to go with this. This will take the entire table. Here we can decide whether you want a particular column, we don't want it or something. We can decide it in Power Query. So better load the entire table, clean up it in Power Query. That's my suggestion. Okay. So I select this. Understood why I am selecting the earlier one, not the suggested one? Okay. So now I select this. Now tell me, there are three options. Load, transform, cancel. You have to suggest me which option to be done. Transform. So load, it will go to, when I click on load, it will land into Power BI desktop. Transform, it will land into Power Query. Very good. I always recommend get transform and load. I told you that there is an option of getting and loading straight away, which I don't prefer. Always transform it. So that's my suggestion. So let us go 90%, not even 90%, 100% whenever a new menu open, we will never read it. We'll say, okay, the first one, correct? Any menu open, our first activity is to click on the first one. We'll never read that like an online agreement. Agree it. Same like here. So, but don't do that. Click on the second. Transform. Now it has landed into Power Query. Yes. Done? Everyone?
Yes.
Very good. Yes. Now the most powerful feature of Power Query, as I told, we will spend more time on this. Don't worry, any questions, doubts, queries, ask me any number of times because this is the most important feature. Now in this Power Query, basically what are we going to do? We are going to do four things here. First one, we have to check whether your data is green. What is that green? I will explain what is the green. If it is not green also, at least it should not be red. No reds. You should not get any reds. Green is always perfect. But no reds. You should not get reds. That's the first one. What is that red? What is that green? I will explain it. Second, you have to check whether your table heading is correct. You have to check whether your table heading is correct. Third, you have to check whether your data type of your table is correct. Data type. What is the data type? We'll see that. Fourth is optional. First three are mandatory. Fourth one is an optional. Remove unwanted. Remove unwanted. It's an optional. Even you can have this also. Unwanted, you can have it also. No problem. Even you can have this. I'll put it here in the bracket. This one is optional. What is the advantage of removing the unwanted is your file size will be lesser. Your system will be faster. Suppose I have thousands of columns. I don't want 1,000 columns. For reporting, I want only 20 columns. So why to have so many columns? Remove the unwanted, which will save your file size. Even the sheet, even the tables also sometimes can be removed. We'll explore it. So these four things, please remember. First green, second one is heading, third one is data type, fourth one is remove unwanted. Let us start with the first one. Green. How do I check whether my data is green or not? Let us come to Power Query. On the left hand side, your query name is displayed. If you have multiple sheets, all your sheet name will be displayed. On the center, column headings and the data is displayed here. Here you can see below the column heading. Always it will treat the first row as your heading. Here also it has treated the first row as a heading. Unfortunately, in my source table, my first row is not a heading. Actually, bill number, invoice date should be the heading. We'll do that. But here below the column heading, you can see a line is penetrating. This line should be green. You can see this line, the line which is penetrating should be green. Actually, it's not green. There is some gray. There is a small gray. You will get 3 colors here. On this area, you will get 3 colors. The first one is, of course, green. Green means you will know green is perfectly clean. Your data is perfectly clean. No problem. There will be one more color, gray. Gray means there is some problem in your data, but we can solve it. We can solve it in Power Query itself. Third, red. You know what is red indicate? Red is a error. You cannot solve that red here. You can remove that red, but you cannot solve it. If you want to solve it, you have to solve it in your source table, Excel table. Where it will be, where you will get that NA is when you get that NA, REF, division error, that kind of error will show you the error here. Okay, 3 types of colors, green, gray, red. But here I am getting only 2. Why I am getting a gray? I want to know why I am getting a gray here. Of course, I am able to see it. There are some empty rows, but sometimes this empty rows may be somewhere else in the middle at the end also. So I want to check that. Very simple. Just to place the cursor over that green or a gray. Place the cursor over that. Exactly, you have to place the cursor on the green or a gray. When you place the cursor over that green or a gray, you can see it shows your column heading and it shows 977 data are valid, 0 error, 23 are empty. So the gray is because of this 23 empties. 0 error, 0 is red, no reds. 977 valid, that is green. But unfortunately, when I place the cursor over exactly on the green, it shows 977 plus 23. Put together, 977 plus 23, 1000 rows. Do we have only 1000 rows in my source? 3700. But why there is 1000? By default, suppose you are manufacturing some products, thousands of products, lakhs and every day, 10,000, 20,000 projects. Power Query, what it will do is, it will check only with the first 1000 rows. If first 1000 row is okay, then the other 10,000 data are okay. So it will check the quality with only first 1000 rows. It will not check with the entire data set by default. But it will load. All the 10,000 rows, 10 lakh rows will get loaded. But for quality checking, whether there is a problem, whether there is a green or gray, it will check only with the 1000 rows. But I recommend to check with the entire data set, because I may get a problem in 1000 rows, I may get a problem in 2000 rows. I have 1 lakh rows, I may get a problem in 75,000 rows. So anywhere I may get a problem. So better to check with the entire data set, because you are going to do this only once in your lifetime. I have manufacturing 10,000 product. I am checking 1000 and I assume that all the 10,000 should be okay, so we can do it very faster. If you want to check with all the 10,000 product, then it may take some time. Same process here. If there is 10 lakh rows, if you want to check with all the 10 lakh rows, it may take some time also. Few seconds, few minutes, if your data is very large. But here it's okay, only 3,000 rows. That doesn't make a difference here. How can I check with the entire data set? Very simple. On the bottom, on the status bar, here you can notice column proofing for top 1000 rows, which I don't want by default. I want to check with the entire data set. So click on this column proofing based on 1000 rows and make it as column proofing based on entire data set. I enable this. Now if I place the cursor over the green or a gray, yes, 3701 and 75 empty, one is heading, one row is our heading. So now it will check with the entire data set. I suggest lifetime only once you are checking this, better to check with the entire data set. Right? Because I may get a problem in any rows, better to check this. One small clue is, see whether here on the bottom, whether your row is 99 plus rows, then you go for it. If it is less than 99 plus rows, if I have only 200 rows, no need for checking the entire data set. Clear? Very good. But I feel every time I have to place the cursor here and I have to check my column quality. Is there any other simplest way? I feel it's very tougher for me to exactly place the cursor on the green or a gray. Is there any other option? Simply I can check my column. When I open the file, I can check the column quality very easily. Simple. Go to the View tab. Go to the View tab. There is a View tab on your Power Query. Go to the View tab. Column quality. Enable that column quality. Just make a tick on that column. Check on the column quality. Now what will happen is, below the every column heading, it automatically shows me the column quality in a percentage format. How many greens, how many reds, how many grays. In a percentage. So 98% are valid, 0 are error, and 2% are gray. Now it's not required to place the cursor here. You can place the cursor anywhere else here. It's not exactly you have to place it on the top. You can place it anywhere else here also. Okay. One more method. Can I get more information from this? For example, I want to know about this column called as city. In the column called as city, I want to know how many cities are there, how many blank rows, how many data are there. I want to check more option of this particular column called as city column, the city column. Select the particular column. Go to the View tab. Under View tab, you can see there is an option called as column profile. Column profile. Select the column profile. On the bottom, it shows the entire column profile here. What is the count of values, how many errors, how many empties, how many distinct, how many unique. What is the distinct? There are 47 city names available. One unique. Unique is your column headings. Minimum, maximum. So select a particular column. You should have selected the particular column. After selecting the particular column, go to the View tab. Under View tab, column profile. What is that minimum maximum? Is it based on your data? No. If it is based on the data, I think Bangalore is having more data. So Bangalore should come on the maximum here. But this minimum and maximum is in alphabetical order. Alphabetically, which cities come first? That's minimum. Alphabetically, which cities? Alphabetically, Ahmedabad comes first. Alphabetically, Varanasi is the last. Varanasi is last. So it's not based on your data, it's based on your alphabetical order. But here it's based on your data. Bangalore is having more data than Gwalior, then Ahmedabad. So all the cities are displayed here. But I recommend, whenever required, select it and go for the column profile. Don't have the column profile always opened. Because if I always open, it may slow down your system speed. Here, okay, 3000 rows. Suppose you have 3 lakh rows. For 3 lakh rows, it does do some calculation. It may slow down your system speed. But this can be always switched on. This can be always switched on. Column quality can be on always. Always you can switch on that. So that I can check my column quality. Okay. So we have seen how to check our column quality. Next we are going to clean up this. After cleaning up, I think out of the 5 workflow, now we are in get is over. Now we are in the process of transforming. So after the tea break, we'll see how to transform the data, load the data, publish. By today evening, at least one report we have to publish it. At least 2 or 3 pages of report we have to create, and we have to publish one report. As of now, don't do anything with this. Don't do anything with this because we didn't do any process. No need for saving it also. Just we can minimize it It's a separate application. Power BI, you can see it's separate. There is Power BI, there is Power Query. After finishing the entire process of Power Query, then we can land into Power BI, then we can create a report. Time being, you can have as it is, or you can minimize it also, or you can have as it is also. I'm having as it is. Maybe I thought of finishing this before the tea break, but unfortunately we are not able to. No worries. We don't want to rush up and finish the concept. So I'm having as it is. We'll take a break now. After the break, we'll restart with the same concept. So I'm just pausing that video recording. Yeah. Before the break, we have seen how to get the data. Now we are in the process of transforming. While transforming, we have to check for three things. One is whether the data is green, whether the heading is correct and data type is correct, and remove the unwanted. Let us see one by one. First, green. So there is no, there are full things are not green, there is a gray. The reason for gray is empty. How can I remove the empty? Power Query is giving some suggestion. Power Query is giving an error. Will it give a suggestion? Yes, it will give a suggestion here. When I place the cursor over on the bottom, you can see it's giving some suggestion. This empty rows can be removed. It's giving some suggestion. But I cannot say always the Power Query will give you the right suggestion. Sometimes it may not give you the right suggestion also. So in that case, where can I do? Furthermore option is there is 3 dot available here. So when I place it, it's showing some suggestion. And there is a 3 dot. When I click on 3 dot, furthermore other suggestion also available. There are furthermore other suggestions like copy, keep duplicates, remove errors, remove duplicates, remove empty, remove errors. So we are going to do some other activity to clean up this. Before cleaning up this, we should understand one more concept, that is query settings. On the right hand side, there is something called as query settings. This query settings, 99% it should be visible. Knowingly, unknowingly, if we have closed this, that is our regular habit. Whenever a new menu open, our first habit is to close it. We will never check that whether it's an advantage. It is troubling us, close it immediately. So like this, if you have closed it, if you want it back again, go to view, query settings. If you have closed it knowingly, unknowingly, go to view and query settings. You can get it back again. Go to view, query settings. What this query settings will do is, by default, you would have noticed some 3 or 4 steps has been automatically applied. It may be 3, 4, 5 based on your data set. Here I am getting 4. Sometimes I may get only 1. Sometimes I may get 5 or 6 also. Based on your data set, this applied steps may have any number of steps. Now what this applied steps will do is, whatever the step after this, these are all the applied steps automatically by Power Query. After this, you are going to do some steps. For example, I am going to remove the unwanted, I am going to remove the blank rows and other things. Whatever the steps you are going to do, Power Query will note down all your steps here. It will note down all your steps. Why? What is the purpose or what is the advantage or why Power Query is noting all your steps? You can go back, you can undo it. Very good, super, you can undo it. Yes, this is available not only in Power Query, it's available in Excel, Word and PowerPoint also, correct? Whenever, suppose I am doing some activity in Excel, I am typing something, I am doing something. Whatever I did now, that is stored in Excel. Where it is stored is, next to the save, when I go to open save, next to the save, there is an undo button. When I click on this undo button, you can see whatever the steps you did it, that is stored here. I have typed something in E16, I have typed something. So you can undo the steps. Same like it is storing all your steps. Only thing is in Excel it's not visible lively, but here you can see visibly available here. But in Excel, could you tell me how many undos are possible or how long we can use that undo? Until? Are you sure? After saving you cannot undo it? Are you sure? Now I did something. I'm saving this file. I'm saving this file and I'm putting this file in some location. I'm saving this file. Now I saved it. Control Z. I'm able to undo it. So undo will work after saving also. After saving also you can undo it. But until
you close it.
you close the file, very good. Until you close this file, you can undo it. But in Power Query, the advantage is whatever the steps you did it, that will be available lifelong. I'm doing the steps today. 10 years later, I can open and I can see my steps. And I can modify my steps. I can edit the steps. I can undo the steps also. Lifelong, it will be available. That's the next advantage. First advantage, you can undo it. Second advantage, lifelong, your steps will be available. Third advantage, you can see the history of the things. What are all the things you have did it? You can see the history. One more advantage is, another powerful advantage is, this data is available only till 30 March something, 30 March 2026. Now I am going to add the April, May, June, July data. Whatever the steps you have did, that will be automatically applied to your new data also. No need for redoing it for the new data. I am adding a new data here, this month, next month data. In my next month data, I may have some empty rows that will get deleted automatically. That's an advantage of this Power Query applied steps. Let us do it one by one. And a small warning is, whenever you do the apply step, always place the cursor on the last step and do it. Don't place the cursor somewhere else in the middle or somewhere else in the second or third. If you are doing it here, in between steps will be added, so the hierarchy may get collapsed. So place the cursor on the last step. So I'm going to place the cursor on the last step. First, I want to make my data as more green. It's gray. I want to make it as more green. Power Query is giving a suggestion that you can remove the empty, but I am not going to use this option. Instead of this option, let us go to the Home tab. I'll go to the Home tab. Under Home tab, there is an option available called as Remove Rows. Go to the Home tab. Under Home tab, you can see the option called as Remove Rows. Below Remove Rows, you can see there is an option called as Remove Blank Rows. Could you tell me what is the difference between? I didn't suggest this. I told you I'm not going to use this remove empty. But here it says remove blank rows. I'm suggesting this option. What is the difference between the remove empty and remove blank rows? Is both are same? If both are same means I would have not. This one. If the entire row is empty, this will remove it. Perfect. What this will do?
Whatever empty cells, it cells. Particular rows.
Columns. Particular. Suppose we have a payment method, we have some blank cells. If there is a blank cell in the payment column, the entire row will get deleted, which is not a right way. Correct? If the entire row is empty only, we have to go for delete. One cell is empty. For example, assume that in a state, one cell is empty. They would have not entered the data. Unknowingly, one cell is deleted. The entire row will get deleted if you are using this one, that red highlighted. So I prefer this blue highlighted always. So let us go for this. So let us go for this remove blank rows. I'll click on the remove rows and remove blank rows. Yes. Now you would have noticed all the empty rows has been deleted. Now your data turns into more green. And you would have noticed on the right hand side, one steps has been applied here. Remove blank rows. So if you don't like this remove blank rows, can I revert it back? How can I undo this? In Excel, you can use Control Z. Unfortunately, in Power Query, we cannot use Control Z. We can use this option, undoing this one. Into mark. Into mark is for undoing an activity. But in Power Query, we have one more advantage. Before undoing an activity, you can check. For example, I did this. I know that I have removed the blank rows, but I am sending it to someone else. Or someone else did it, they are sending back to me. I want to know why they have removed this blank row. What is the reason? How was my data before the blank rows? How was my data after the blank rows? So I want to check that. It's very simple. Just to go to the earlier step. Just to place the cursor on the earlier step and see, this is how my data looks before removing the empty rows. And after I click on the next row, after removing the blank rows, this is how my data looks. So this is the next advantage of Power Query, which we cannot do it in Excel, correct? Undo means undo. You cannot check what will happen before it, what will happen after it. That cannot be checked here. But in Power Query, we can do that. Next advantage is you can give some meaningful name for the steps. These steps, of course, I am able to understand. Remove blank rows means I am able to understand. But sometimes some steps I cannot understand the meaning of it. So better let us give some name, meaningful, understandable name. Right click, rename. Right click, rename. And I'll give some meaningful name for it. What is the name is? Deleted all the empty rows. Some name for my understanding. So deleted all the empty rows. So first thing we have discussed is to make your data as green. Almost your data is turned into green, but there is some gray still available. There are some gray still available. We'll clean up that. Before it, heading. Let me check whether my heading of my table is right. Actually, it's not correct. Invoice number should be the heading of your table. Invoice date should be the heading of the table. City should be the heading. Region should be the heading. State should be the heading. This should be the heading of your table. So I have to promote this heading. Unfortunately, in the Excel sheet, that's in the 10th or 11th row. That's why this has not taken as a heading. So I want to promote this heading. Two methods to do this. Method number one. On the left hand side, there is an arrow mark available. On the left hand side, there is an arrow mark where I can see there is an option. Use first row as a headers. Use first row as the headers. Method 1. You can click on the arrow mark and you can go for use first row as the headers. First method 1. Method number 2. Home tab. Under home tab, you can see there is an option available. Use first row as the headers. Both are same. Both are same, but don't do both. Do any one of it. If you are doing both, two headings would have promoted. So please be careful. Use any one of this. You either go to the arrow mark and use first row as the header, or home tab, use first row as the header. Any one. Don't do both. Don't do both. Okay? Now, after using this first row as the header, you can see two changes would have happened. Two changes. On the applied steps, you will get two changes here. Let me do that. I will promote that header. Click on the arrow mark and I go for use first row as the header. Yes, my heading has got promoted, but two changes has happened here. Promoted header and change type. Could you tell me what is this change happened here? One is promoted header. That's correct. That's what we did. One more change has automatically happened here. Could you tell me what is the change happened here? Very good. Data type. If you want to check, you can check it with the previous step. If I click on the previous step, you can see the invoice number. It says on the left hand side ABC123. But when I come to the next step, it says it has automatically scanned through your entire document and it automatically checked your entire document, and it says that this entire column is having a number data type. And this column, entire column, is a date data type. You can see a calendar. And this column, you can see ABC. That means it's a text. So Power Query has automatically converted into a proper data type. That's the advantage of this Power Query. It has automatically scanned your entire column and it automatically converts your data into a proper data type. 90% this will be converted. 90%, not 100%, 90%. Sometimes Power Query may not convert your data type properly. Here it has converted. Invoice number is a number. Invoice date is a date. City is a text. So it has converted perfectly. Sometimes if Power Query is not converting, now we can give second chance to Power Query. Transform. Under transform, there is an option called as detect data type. If you go to the transform, below the transform, there is an option called as detect data type. So give a second chance to Power Query to detect it now. Yes.
Sir, after that, I changed that setting itself. So that from PM
column on column two. It's not changing.
Have you removed the blanks first?
Is that right?
First you should have removed the blanks, then you should have promoted.
Yeah, I remember.
This first row was there. We have to redo it. We have to follow the steps. Because you would have undo some other activity, there will be corresponding some activity will happen. So if you undo everything will be redo. So you have to redo. System will not do. Undo is possible. We have to redo.
So any step you can do.
Any step?
Number of steps are saved around it.
Any number of.
From there you can do it. Just click and do it again from that.
No problem. If next step is not disturbed.
Next step.
If it is high, first step and second step has some connection, then there will be a problem. There is no connection, we can. We'll see for the most. Okay. Yes.
Next steps. Other symbols are there. First
Next is. Okay. Now, 90% Power Query will detect your data type. Sometimes Power Query is not detecting the data type. We can go to the transform. Under transform, as I told, we can give one more chance to Power Query to detect it now. There is an option of detect data type. Second chance to Power Query for detecting the data type. This is a second chance. Still Power Query is not able to detect it. First time it will detect it automatically. If it is not detecting, I am giving second chance to detect it now. In second chance also Power Query is not able to detect. Now we have to step in. For example, this invoice number is not in a proper format. I want to forcefully change it to a number format or a text format. So what we do is very simple. Go to the left hand side here, that 1, 2, 3. Click on this and we can change the data type here. Suppose I don't like this to be a text. I want a number. I want to convert it as a text. You can convert it as a text format also. But don't do it because it's the right data type. So I repeat it because this is one very important. We are going to do it in our upcoming session. Power Query will detect your data type automatically, 90%. If Power Query is not detecting, we have to go to transform and we have to detect it second step. If second also Power Query is not detecting, then manually you have to go to the data type and manually we have to change it. Anyway, today or tomorrow we are going to explore this. Second step and third step also we are going to explore. As of now, first is okay because it has automatically detected your data type. Okay. Now heading is correct. My data has turned into green. Data type is also correct. You have to tell me, can I load this data? Can I load this data to Power Query? All my data is clean. Can I load it? No, why? There is a payment method. In payment, where is it? Payment method, you can see there is a null and there is some empty columns on the right hand side also. After the column net profit, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, there are so many empty columns. That empty columns has to be removed. So how do we remove the empty columns? Most of the people, what they will do is just they will make a right click and they will go for remove columns. Or even you can go to the home tab and they will go for this remove columns. There is remove columns available here, but I don't suggest this. My suggested method is don't go to remove columns. Instead of removing the columns, I recommend to select the column. Choose the column. Choose the column. I will tell you what is the advantage of choosing the column. So go to home tab. Under home tab, you can notice there is an option of choosing the column. Home tab, choose column. Let us click on choose column. You can click on arrow mark and go to choose column, or straight away you can click on choose column. And whichever the column you want it, whichever the column is required, have it. Whichever the column you don't want, uncheck it. Suppose I don't want column 20, I'll uncheck it. Remove the check mark. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Remove the unwanted column. Instead of removing, choose the wanted column. That's always better. What is the reason I suggest this is? Knowingly, unknowingly, while selecting the multiple column, knowingly, unknowingly, I have removed this net profit. Assume that I have removed that net profit. Knowingly, I removed it and I said, oh, here, okay, 20 columns. Sometimes we have hundreds of columns. Knowingly and unknowingly, I would have removed a particular column. And I said, okay. After coming here only, I have noticed that there is no column called as net profit. I want the column back. How can I get back the column? In Power Query, you can see on the left hand side there is an icon. This icon is for undoing the activity, and there is one more gear symbol available. This gear symbol is for editing your activity. If you want to edit the last activity, undo means I don't want the activity, you can undo it straight away. This gear symbol is used for editing your activity. So just to click on that gear symbol, and what we did in the last step, instead of redoing, undoing again and again, you can go to edit your steps. Wherever you find that gear symbol, that means you can edit your step. This is very powerful. Now let me select the net profit and say okay. Now the net profit has appeared here. Okay. That is the advantage of this gear symbol. Settings. Edit step. Right? Now the last one which we are going to do here is maybe the payment mode. And instead of searching the payment mode, I don't know where is the payment. Here I can have 20 columns. Okay, suppose I have 200 columns. I don't know where is that payment mode available. You can use the shortcut key which we use it in Excel also. Control G. Just press Control G and type PAY, payment mode. Select that column. It will go to that particular column. It will go it will go to that particular. You can select the particular column. Go to that particular. Control G. Control G is the shortcut key for going to that particular column. And if you feel this Power Query screen is very small, can I increase the size of the screen? Control Shift plus. So increasing the zoom percentage, increasing the screen resolution, screen size of your Power Query. Control Shift minus, reducing the zoom. Control Shift plus, increase. Control Shift minus, decrease. Control 0 is for 100% view. 100%. If you want to return back to the 100% view, then we can use Control 0. Control Shift plus increase, Control Shift minus decrease, and Control 0 is for 100%. Control 0, 100%. Okay. Now, wherever there is a null, I want to replace it with some word called as the payment is still pending, or we have given it as a credit payment, some other. So this payment is still under credit process. So right click, replace values. Select the column, right click on the column, replace value. Method 1, method 2, home tab, replace values. Right click, replace value, home tab, replace values. Both are same. You should select the column. You should have selected the column. If you have not selected the column, it will not work. You have to select the column. Select that column payment mode. Right click, replace value, or home tab, replace value. Replace value, and remember this is case sensitive. To find what I am going to find, I am going to find the null. Null has to be replaced with something credit payments. These are all my credit payments. Or pending payments are not received, something like that. Assume that knowingly, unknowingly, I have given a wrong spelling. Okay. Wherever there is a null, it has replaced with credit, but I have given a wrong spelling. Could you tell me how can I correct this? Replaced value? Gear symbol, settings. Very good. And you can change your last step. Which one, sir? Advanced, you can select the entire word. The entire word is matching. For example, if I am searching MFG, whole word is MFG only, I have to find it out. In between there is MFG, I don't want to find it out. Replace special character. Sometimes you will have some junked special character that can be replaced. That is option available here. Yes. Right click on that. Replace value. So I am making it as null. It's not capital letter. You have to type everything in a smaller. And replace it with what? Maybe I am replacing with something called as credit payments. Right click, replace. Right click on the particular column. This column, right click, and we have to go to replace value. That's method 1. Method number 2 is home tab, replace value. Before that, you should have selected the column. If you have not selected the column, this may not work. You should have selected this entire column. Sir? But full screen, if you zoom it, you will not see the full screen. Whenever I am zooming, when I am doing, I will try to zoom it, not every time. Now I want to see the full screen, that's why I didn't zoom it. Sir, done? Clear? Can I load this? I think almost all the cleaning up is done. All are green. Heading is correct. Data type is correct. Remove the unwanted. Can I load it now to Power BI? And can I come back to Power Query? Yes, anytime you can come back to Power Query. Anytime. After loading, suppose I want to make some changes, anytime you can come back to Power Query. We have removed it. One by one you have to check. There are 100 columns. How do I know that 100 columns? You have to check manually. No other go. It will be treated as one. Earlier it was like this. In the step up of it was like this. ABC 1, 2, 3. If you have the text in between, it will recognize as ABC as well as 1, 2, 3. Both.
It will not come to under error or anything.
Data type is different. That's not an error. Yes. You have to check it. We have to check. No other. You have to. No other. It will show you whether red or green. You have to scroll down and you have to check everything one by one. No other way. 200, 300 columns also you have to manually check. It will. I will tell you. I don't want. I want to ignore it. Also, you can do that. Yes. select multiple columns also. You select 4 or 5 columns like this, right click and replace also. If all the 4 columns you are going to replace it with same value, you can do it. Same value you can do, but different value, different types. We have removed it, sir. That is a step we did it last one, the choose column. This step, we have gone to the choose column, home tab, choose column. We have removed the unwanted step here. We have removed that unwanted columns, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, unchecked it. I don't know, you have missed that step. Before the replace value, we did that. Go to home tab, choose column, and uncheck that unwanted columns. Control, going to that column. I want to select that particular payment mode. I don't know where is the payment mode. I have hundreds of column. Control G. You can type the PAY and select it and say OK. Your cursor will land into that column. Yes. Can I load this? Can we load this now? Power BI. So we have completed 2 things. Getting is over, transforming is over. Don't worry, transforming is not yet completed fully. This data may be completed, but next data, multiple sheets, multiple files, we are going to do it in our upcoming session. As of now, we have cleaned this table. We are going to load it. So if you are 100% sure, yes sir, if you are 100% sure that this data is clean, I want to load it to Power BI. Straight away you can click on close and apply. But if you are not sure, still I want to do some process, and I will do some process and load it later. Or I don't want to save it, I want to undo all the things without saving. So go to close and apply. There are 3 options. Close and apply. Click on the arrow mark of this close and apply. Close and apply means close, it will close this, it will be loaded to Power BI. Second, apply. Just it will be saved, it will not be loaded. It will not be loaded into Power BI. It will be saved here. Suppose I want to do furthermore other transformation. I have to do another, I will spend another half an hour on this. So just save it and load it later. Third one is closing with saving. Whatever the steps I did, I don't want it, I want to ignore it. Apply the pen, I don't have pendings and just load it. Without the steps, load it straight away. Which I don't prefer as of now. Let us go for close and apply. So I am going to close this Power BI and load it. So close this Power Query, load it to Power BI. So it automatically closes, it automatically loads into Power BI and it will say ignore or something. Don't do anything, please wait. Close and apply. You can see it will say applied changes, discard changes in Power BI. Don't do. Please wait. It will get applied automatically. It will get loaded into Power Query, Power BI now. It's loaded to Power BI. Close and apply. How do I know that my data is applied properly? All the columns are available. Right hand side, data. Below the data, you can see this is my sheet name, invoice performance. Here, what will happen is, it will be stored in a alphabetical order. It may be in a different order, but it will be here in alphabetical order. Expand this arrow mark. You can see all your column names are available. Amount, city, cost center. It's in alphabetical order, A to V here. The column names will be in alphabetical order here. Source data, first I had invoice number, second I had invoice date. Don't worry, here it will be in alphabetical order. And just to verify here, wherever we have a sigma, that means this column is in a number data type. Wherever we have this calendar, that means this column is in a date data type. Wherever the column is empty, that means it's a text data type. If the data type is not correct, if all the columns are not available here, you have to go back to Power Query and we have to transform it again. We'll do that. So we'll transform it. If there is a problem, we'll see how to go back to Power Query. Before going to Power Query, we are using this file for a very long time. Unfortunately, we didn't save this. Time being, I will save this file. File. As you save a normal Excel file, as you save a normal Word file or PowerPoint file. File. Save as. Browse. File. Save as. Browse this device. And give some name. Maybe I'll give the same name. 01. Transaction data. You can give any name as per your wish. I'm giving the same name of that Excel file so that I can understand this is a base of that data. So 01 transaction data. Maybe I'll put today's date. For my understanding, I'm putting today's date. Okay. 01 transaction data with the date. You can give any name, your wish. Now, assume that I didn't transform this data properly. Can I go back to my Power Query and modify the data? Very much. Two methods. Home tab. Below the Home tab, transform data. Home tab, transform data. This will go back to Power Query again. So either click on straight away on the transform data. There is an arrow mark. Below the arrow mark also you can see transform data. Both are same. So transform data, it lands to Power Query. Method 1. I'll close this. Method 2. Right click on this table on the right hand side. Right click on it and there is an option called as Edit Query. Edit Query. This is the second method to go back to Power Query again. To do the transformation again, you can go back to Power Query. Right click on the table, Edit Query. Okay. You have to make a right click on the table, Edit Query. Table heading. If you feel right clicking is very tough, then there is a 3 dot. Click on 3 dot, Edit Query. Both are same. 3 dot also. There is a 3 dot on the right side corner. Under this also there is an Edit Query. I think one table, either you can go for transform or edit. Suppose you have 20 tables. I want to edit this table. I recommend always this one is correct. Right click and Edit Query. Because transform data, 20 queries means it will show you all the 20 queries here. Anyway, we'll see how to use multiple queries. Is it required every time I have to go to Power Query and check my data? Can I see the data inside Power BI itself? Yes, we can see the data inside the Power BI itself. On the left hand side, the first one is your report view. The second one is your table view or a data view. Just to click on the second button, table view or a data view. You can check your data here also. This is where your data is available. So invoice number, invoice date, city, all your column data is displayed here. No need to go back to Power Query every time. If you want to do some transformation, if you want to do some cleaning up, then go back to Power Query. Otherwise, if you want to check your data, it's better to check it here itself. And how can I come back to the report view? The first one, report view. So toggling between the report view and the data view, table view. Now, what are all the do's and don'ts in your source data? First, we should understand what are the do's and don'ts. Then we'll see what will happen if I add the data, if I modify the data. So let me open that file, the transaction data. Please do not change the column names. Don't change your column names. These are all reds. Don't change your column names. Instead of invoice number, don't change it to bill number, bill date. Then your link will get removed. It will throw an error. So don't change your column names. Can I delete the column? No. Please don't delete the column. Can I insert a column? Half yes, half no. What I mean by that? Reverse. In between, you should not insert. You should insert it only at the last. So if you want to add a column or insert a column, don't do it in between, because this net profit is referred from the S column. So it will search whether in S column net profit is there. So it will throw an error if you are inserting in between. So add the column at the last. You have to add the column at the last. So don't add the column in between. Adding is not possible in Excel. Always inserting is possible. Inserting. We don't call it as add. We call it as insert. So if you want to insert a column, insert it only at the last. Can I change the sheet name? No. Don't change your sheet name. Sheet name should not be changed. Can I change the file name? Surprisingly, yes. You can change your file name. You can change your file path also. Instead of D drive, I can put it in OneDrive. I can put it in some other drive also. But the problem is your connection will get removed. No problem, we'll reconnect it again. Let us see how to reconnect it. So only possible way is you can change your sheet file name. You can change your path name also. Can I add a new data? Yes. Where can I add the data? Actually, you can add the data anywhere after the heading. After the heading, you can add the data anywhere. Let us add it now. I'll go to control end and I'm going to add the new data at the last. So let me add the new, just for a checking, I'm going to add the new data at the last. Wantedly, I'm giving some space. Could you tell me why wantedly I'm giving a space here? That blank has to be removed. I am going to check that. So let me add a new data. I am lazy in typing the data. I will copy Control C and I will go to some other row and I paste it and I'll change the bill invoice number into 4701 and let us put today's date. I don't know whether you know the shortcut key for putting today's date in Excel. Control semicolon, or you can type the date 16 July 2026. I'm putting today's date. And this payment type I am deleting it. Why I am deleting the payment type is because in Power Query we have made a query that if the payment type is empty, it has to be replaced with credit. So let us check that. So I have added a new data here. I have added a new data, saved it. I have added a new data and I saved it and I close this Excel file. I added a new data into Excel and I saved it and I closed that Excel file. Now come to Power BI. I want to check whether my data is updated or not. How can I check my data here? You have to go to Power Query and check it every time. Table view, very good. I'll click on the table view. But how do we check the data? Where is my data? How can I check it here? Last, we have to go to the last and check it. Instead, we can sort your table in a descending order, correct? So that the last record will come to the top, descending order. So this invoice number or invoice date, I will sort it in the descending, or you can scroll down to the bottom and check it. But I have more than 3000 rows. So I'll go to this invoice number, sort it in descending order. But unfortunately, the last data is not available. 4001 is my last data. It's not available. Like a pivot table in Excel. Whenever you modify your source data, your pivot table will not get updated. Same thing in Power BI. Your source data is not updated. So what we have to do? Go to the Home tab. Refresh. Go to the Home tab. Refresh. Sorry. There is a button called as refresh. Click on refresh. Yes. Sorry. I have added a different one. Where is the term? The file which I selected is different. This one I will add the data now. Yeah, I will add it and check. 1 minute. So the last row, Control N. I have added a different sheet here. Copy this. Before refreshing, please close that Excel. Otherwise, it will throw an error. I'm adding a new data for 701, and I deleted this check into empty. Save it, and I close this. Let me come to Power BI. Refresh. Yes. You can see the newly added data is also updated. Automatically, the empty has been replaced with credit. Empty rows has been deleted automatically. All the process has been done automatically. Okay. So what we have to do in the future is just add the data, refresh. Maybe today or tomorrow we'll see how to make the schedule refresh also. Scheduling the refresh. Every day morning, 9 o'clock it has to be refreshed. Every 1 hour it has to be refreshed. If we are using Power Automate, you can get the refresh by time. Every 1 hour, every 10 minutes you can get the refresh process.
Sir, actually, நேம் கொடுத்து சேவ் பண்ண சொன்னாரு.
Okay. Now. Yes, sir, please. Let us come back to the report view. This is a Power BI file. We got the Excel data to this Power BI file and we have loaded it here. Assume this file is available in a particular location here. It's available in the particular location. Suppose I'm changing this location. Tomorrow I'm putting this file into D drive, C drive, or I want to know where is this file located. I want to change the location. I want to know the data source. Or today, assume that this file is now in corporate training D drive. Tomorrow I'm cutting this file and putting into some other OneDrive or some other. My system is formatted. They have changed the drive. So go to the Power BI and you can see under the transform data, go to the transform data, second one, data source settings. Data source settings. If I click on data source settings, now it will show you where this file is now residing. D drive, corporate training, this is the location where the file is residing. If you want to see the full location and if you want to change the location, suppose I don't want this location, my file has been removed from this and I pasted it in some other location. Then go to change source. If we click on change source, now it will show you where now this file is located. And we can change browse and you can change some other location also. If your file location is changed, if the file name is changed, I want to know where the file is located. The source file, that is your that Excel file. Where it is that I can find it here. I repeat the process. Go to the Home tab, Transform Data, Data Source Settings. Click on Data Source Settings, change source. So where is that file now available? You can change your file path also. Okay. We try to create at least one report, one visual at least. Now, before creating the visuals, now please, I always recommend whenever you create a report, whenever you refresh, please better to close that source Excel file, better to close it. Now we are in the process. I think out of the 5 workflow we have completed. How many workflow has been completed? Get is over. Transform is over. Loading is over. Next is report. Yes. Let us start reporting. Before creating the report, I want to do something for this page. I want a background for this page. I want to put a company logo or company something image on the background of the page. Do this before creating the report, because after creating the report, if you do this, then the alignment will be a problem. So place the cursor on some empty area of the page on the right hand side below the visualization. There is a second button available, Format Your Report Page. Format Your Report Page. Click on the Format Your Report Page. Under the Format Your Report Page, Page Information. Page Information. First one, expand that page information. And you can give a name for this page. You can give a name for this page. What is the name is? For example, I will give a name. This is my first page. We are going to create multiple pages. This is going to be my first page, maybe the home page. I make this as a home page. And there are 3 options. Latest version, we have this option, set as a landing page. Who are all using older version, April version, even the March version, you may not get this. This landing page is a new feature which has appeared only in May and June. If you are using the April version, March version also, you may not get this landing page. What is this landing page? I will explain. We have hundreds of pages. Whenever I open, this should be my first page, landing page. We'll do that. So next one is a tooltip, magical, powerful feature. I used the word called as magical feature. We'll explore that all the features one by one. Before that, you should understand what is tooltip. You should understand what is Q&A. So we'll explore these 3 things later. Now, just I'm giving a name for the page. You can ask me, is it required I have to go to the page information? I have to go here and give a page. Can I give the name straight away here in Excel? Yes, of course. Like Excel, I make a right click and I can rename the page. Or double click and rename the page also. That's as simple as that. It's not required you have to go to format, page information and give the page information. You can give the page information here also. Page name here also. Okay. Then Canvas settings. That's all about page information. Canvas settings. Canvas settings is the size of your page. Canvas settings. So I think worldwide your page size is standardized. I don't know whether everyone knows it. Standardized 16:9. This TV screen is 16:9. My laptop screen is 16:9. Even if you open a PowerPoint presentation is 16:9. Let me check that. Suppose I open a PowerPoint presentation. Even if I run a PowerPoint slideshow, that's also a 16:9. If you go to that design tab, under design tab, slide size, you can see it is 16:9. Worldwide, they have standardized it. Your screen resolution will be 16:9. If you want to change this, then you can go to that page info canvas settings and you can change your size. 4:3 old pattern, 4:3 letter, tooltip, custom. I don't recommend. Let us all go with the standard size, uniformity size, that is 16:9. I will tell you when we can change the page size. When you are using something like tooltip, we'll do that. What is tooltip? We'll see it. Now we'll make it as 16:9. Or custom means you can make it as custom and you can adjust the height and width also manually. But I'll go with 16:9. Alignment. This alignment doesn't make a difference in here while publishing. Whenever you publish, all your reports should appear on top of the page or all your reports should appear on the middle of the page. Only two alignments. When you publishing, not now, when you publish it, whether on the top or on the middle. All your report will come from top to bottom or on the middle of your page whenever you publish it. It doesn't make any difference on this screen. On this screen, it is only on the publishing screen. Your wish. I'll go with the top. Canvas background. I want to give some background for this page. Let us go to the canvas background. Color. I'll put a different color for this. Maybe some color. Unfortunately, when I selected the color, nothing has happened here on the background. The reason is transparency is 100. Reduce the transparency. Now you will get the background color. So give a color and reduce the transparency for your canvas background. Okay. I don't want the color as the background. Can I put the company logo? Can I put a company image or company vehicle, something on the background of the reports? Then you have to go for image, browse, go to image, browse, below that canvas background image, browse, and I select some images. I hope I should have your company logo. Yes, Daimler truck. So I have given the company logo as the background of the page. On the full screen, fill screen, or stretch the screen like this. Yeah. I believe normally you will not put your logo on the background. Your logo will be placed. Where it will be placed? Top? Right side. We'll do that. So, I am resetting. I don't know the background color. I have seen some reports, some dashboards, some PowerPoint presentation also. In your companies, people are using some background colors. If you prefer it, you can go for it. But as of now, due to screen resolution, screen size, everyone has to see. I will go with the white background. I will reset it to default. I am resetting to default. So canvas background, I didn't give you anything here. Wallpaper. What is the difference between the canvas background and wallpaper is, if I give a color for wallpaper, the wallpaper is the entire screen. Canvas is within this margin. Within the margin you want to give a color, then we can go for canvas background. Entire page you want to give a color, then we can go for wallpaper. That's the difference between canvas background and wallpaper background. Your wish. But as I told, I prefer the white screen itself. I resetted it as the white screen background. Then filter pane and filter cards. Filter pane and filter cards. What is that filter pane and filter card? Is this one. There is a button called as filter. While publishing or while seeing the report, what is the color, what is the format, what is the border and other things for this card, filter pane. What is the color, what is the font size, that thing. Only this formatting, only the formatting of this filter. This filter, the formatting, what is the color you want it, what is the font size and other things you can change it here. This filter pane and filter card. That's only for the formatting of your filter. That's all. Next we'll see how to bring your logo, linked logo. Sorry. Right. Now, this format page, we did it. Perfect. Now let me, time being, I'm going to collapse this filter because I need some space. I'm collapsing this. We have to bring your company logo and we have to bring your company font. That's very vital here. Logo. I want to bring the logo. You can bring the logo in two methods. Download the logo and upload it here, or link the logo. Both are possible. Both are possible. Or you can have a dynamic logo also, dynamic picture also. Three options are available. We'll see one by one. First, downloading and linking. I already downloaded the logo. I hope I have your company logos. All the company logos I already downloaded. I think you should be having your company logo. If you have your company logo, okay. If you don't have it, you can download it from online or from the emails. You can download your logos. This logo, I want to bring it here. As I told, two methods. Basically, three are there. Basically, two methods. Insert. Under insert, you can see, when I go to the insert, inside the insert, you can see image. Insert image. Method 1. Method 1 is insert image. Method 2, place the cursor on some empty area. Place the cursor on some empty area. Visualization. Build visual. Below that build visual, there is image available here. Below that build visual, the image. One is insert image. Another one is build visual image. Both are same. Both are same. You can use any one of it. Assume now I have downloaded your logo and I want to bring this logo into this page here. So let me go with this insert image or go with this build visual and click on the image. So I place, as you are told, I am placing the image on the right side corner of my page. Right side corner of the page. After inserting the image, that box right side, format image. Select the image. There is an option called as format image. Below that format image, style. Below the format image, style. Expand the style. Image. Expand the style. Image. Upload image. Expand the style. Image. First to select insert image. We have inserted the image. Then go to format image. Image. Upload the image. First we have inserted it. Then we have selected the image. Then we have gone to format image. Style. Below the style. Now we are going to upload. Browse. Browse that image and find that image. If you already downloaded it, browse it. And I am finding your image. Yes. This is first method. This is method number 1. So we got your company logo. But my logo may keep on changing. My logo can be modified frequently. I don't want to download the logo. Can I get the logo straight away from my website? Linked logo. Let us open browser, any browser. I think you are all using Edge browser, or you can use the Chrome browser or anything. I am using Microsoft Edge browser. And open your company website. I think I already opened it. Here, this is my logo. Right click on that logo. If you already opened your company website, okay. If you have not opened it, open your company logo. Sorry, website. And right click on that logo. This is the logo I wanted. Or if you want some other picture, suppose I want this picture. Right click on the picture, or this picture. Right click on the picture. Whichever the picture you want. I want the logo here. Right click on this logo. Copy image link. Copy image. Edge means copy image link. Browser, I think if you are using Chrome browser, that it will be some other copy image address. In Chrome, it will be copy image address. So you are all using Chrome. I thought you were all using Edge. Microsoft Edge. 12:30. Change 12:30 தான் சொல்லிருந்தேன். Okay. 12:30 தான், yes, 12:30. Bus. Okay. We'll finish off this. Morning, I think he has told 12:30 only, right? I don't know. We'll see. We'll finish off this at least. Copy image link. Copy image link. Then go to Power BI. Copy image link. Go to Power BI. Now I'm not going to upload the image. Instead of uploading image, enter URL. Enter URL. Instead of upload image, make it as enter URL and paste that URL which you have copied. That URL, Control V, paste it. That's it. Your links, your logo comes straight away from your website. So select that picture. I will reinsert the picture and do it. Insert image. And I'll increase the height, format image, style, image. Instead of upload image, I'll make it as enter URL and paste it here. That's all. The logo appears straight away from your website. Have you copied that link? Then select that. Just now I explained it. Insert image or this image. Build visual, there is an image. Click on that image. Right hand side style, expand the style. Below the style, image. Image. Instead of upload image, make it as enter URL. Instead of upload image, enter URL and paste that link. You have copied, right click and you have copied that URL, that link, image link. Control V. That's all. Now your image will appear. Okay. Next we'll see your company font. That's another important thing. I hope you have some specific font. Correct? What is the font? Tell me that. Daimler. Daimler? Space? CS. Suppose if this font is a part of Microsoft Power BI, very easily you can select it. But this is not part of Microsoft. So I want all my visual, whenever I create a chart or any visual, I want this font to be applied. In Excel, Word, PowerPoint, it's very simple. You can straight away apply it. But in Power BI, how can I bring your font here? For example, I want to put a title for this. Then I am going to add some cards. Then I am going to add some visuals, charts. So when I go to insert and I go to the text box, insert and text box, here when I click on the text box, I am getting some font like Ciego UI. Ciego UI. I am getting some font called as Ciego UI. If you want to change the font, very simply you can click and you can change the font. But I cannot change the font every time whenever I insert a visual. So here your company font is not listed. So I want your company font to be listed here. And I want that font should appear whenever you create any visual, whenever you create anything, your company font should appear here. So that's what we are going to do now. So let me delete this text box. Just to know the text box we did it, just we delete the text box. Step 1. This you have to do it only once in your lifetime for this file. Next is just you can import it. Step 1. View. Go to the View tab. Because we need all your report should be a unique font. So go to View. Under View. Arrow mark. Themes. Go to the View tab. Below the View tab, there is a Themes. On the Themes, there is an arrow mark here. Go to the View, go to the Themes, there is an arrow mark. View, Themes, arrow mark. Customize current themes. Customize current themes. Go to that Customize current themes. Under Customize current themes, first one is customizing your color of your chart. Whenever you create a chart, what is the first bar color, second bar color, third bar color, fourth bar color? Pie chart means first pie, second pie, third pie. We came here not for the colors, we came here to change the font. So go to the text. Go to the text. So View, Themes, Customize current themes, text. If your company font is available, very simply you can straight away select the company font and apply and go on. But unfortunately your company font is not there. So as of now, select any font, any common font for all the 4: general, title, card KPI, tab. All the 4, select some font, Maybe I will select Arial. You can select anything. I am selecting Arial. General, Arial. Title, font family, Arial. Don't change the colors and font sizes. Color may vary from visual to visual. Font size also may vary to visual to visual. Card KPI, Arial. Tab headers, Arial. All the 4 area, make it as one particular font. General, I selected tab family is Arial. Title, tab family Arial. Card KPI, tab family is Arial. Tab headers, tab family is Arial. Done? All the 4? Yes. Apply it. So we have selected a particular font family and we have applied it. Second step. First step is over. We have created a template and we have saved some particular font. Second one. View. Go to the arrow mark of the same themes. View, arrow mark of the same themes. Save current theme. Go to the View tab. Click on the arrow mark. Save the current theme. We have created a theme. That theme has to be saved. Go to View, Themes, Save current theme. Let us give some name for this theme. Any name as you wish. Any name and save it wherever you want. Let me save it in the same folder where I have that exercise file. You can save it in any folder. I am saving it in the same folder where I have that file. For example, let us say this is your DICV font. I'm just giving some DICV font template, some name. For my understanding, I'm giving some name. It will be saved as JSON file. JSON file. Okay, fine. JSON file. It will be saved as a JSON file. Don't worry. It will be saved as the JSON. Save. First step what we did is we have gone to the view and we have customized the theme. Second, we have saved the theme. Third step, we are going to edit that theme. We are going to edit the theme. You know where you have saved that file. You know where we have saved that file. Go to that file. Go to that folder or file where we have saved it. Go to that folder. I think I have saved in this folder. This is the file which I have saved. DICV font template. So you have saved it in a particular location. If you are not able to find the location, no problem. On the browser, you can see the top one, home. We click on home. The recently created file will be listed here. What are all the recently created file that will be listed here? The recently file. So this is the recent file I have created. If you have to find the location. If you are able to find the location, go to the location. If you are not able to find the location, click on home and this is where my file is located. There is a browse here, open the file location, you can go to that location. Okay. Third step, go to that file where the JSON file is saved. Right click on that JSON file. Right click on the JSON file. Right click on it. I think you are all going to use this template. You are all going to use this Daimler CS. Unfortunately, I cannot use it because I don't have this font. I am going to use some other font, maybe this font, Aptos. This font I am going to use. You are all going to use this font, Daimler CS. I don't have this font, that's why I am going to use this font. Okay. So right click on that JSON file. If you are using old version of Windows, I think you are all using latest version. If you are using old version of Windows, open with, right click, open with Notepad. Or latest version, straight away there is edit in Notepad. Latest version means straight away edit in Notepad. Old version means open with Notepad. Open with Notepad. Both are same. Both are same. Open with the Notepad. Right click, edit in Notepad. Both are same. Right click, edit in Notepad. Here some codings will be available. Forget about the codings. Only thing which you have to do is wherever the font name is Arial. I don't know which font you have changed. I have changed 4 areas. I have changed into Arial. Wherever the font name is Arial, double click and delete and replace it with your company font. You have to replace it with your company font. I am going to replace it with this Aptos font. Aptos. You should use Daimler CS. Within the double quotes, don't delete the double quotes or anything. Remove only the font name and replace your company font name here. Daimler CS, Daimler CS. Done? Right click, edit in Notepad. Wherever your company font is available, replace it. Sorry, wherever Aptos or Arial is available, replace it with your company font. Daimler CS. I think your company font is Daimler space CS. Yes, yes. You can change the font name.
Close பண்ணிடுங்க. Save பண்ணி
Daimler space. Yes. Want to mark it, then you have to save it. Okay. Last and final step. Last and final step is after changing your company font names. I am closing this file. It will ask you to save it, or Control S and Control W also, it's fine. Control S, save it and close it, or while closing it will ask you to save. Yes, it has to be saved. Save. I have saved it. Now let us come to Power BI. The last and final step here. Come to Power BI. We have customized the theme, we have saved the theme, and we have modified the template. Last and final step. View, go to the arrow mark. View, go to the arrow mark. Browse for themes. Go to that view, themes. Browse for themes. Under browse for theme, your template is saved here. Template is saved. Select the template which you have saved it now. Wherever I change the Arial into Aptos, select the template. Open. I selected the template and I opened it. It says file successfully added and your custom report theme is ready to use. Now our theme is ready to use. Got it? Insert text box. Let me insert a text box and click inside the text box. Your company font should be there. You should get your company font here. Increase the font size. And this is transaction data. You should get your company fonts. Yes. Browse for themes. Sorry. So, unfortunately, I didn't have your company font. That's why I used this Aptos. Now I place this increase or decrease the height and width of this text box, and please verify on the right hand side of this text box you should not get this gray symbol. If you are getting that gray symbol, that means you are either you have to increase your width or height. You should not get that gray on the corner. If you are getting the gray, either you have to increase the height or increase the width. Let me increase the height and check. Yes, the gray has gone. Now it's perfect. Now when you publish it, you can see the text box properly. If there is a gray, unfortunately, you cannot see the screen. You cannot see the text while publishing. So see to that there should not be a gray here on the right side. Yes, there. I will increase the height. There is no gray. And if you feel it's very tough to drag and drop this text box, go to the three dot. Using the 3 dot, you can drag and drop and you can place it wherever you want. And Power Query will suggest you the best way for placing. For example, I want to place this on the left hand side equivalent to my logo. I go here and when I place it, you can see a red line is appearing. So center of my logo and center of the text box is in the same position. This is the right area to place it. So you can see it's giving a suggestion. Or I want to put it on the center of the page, means if I move it here, you can see it shows this is the center of the page. You can place it here. This will be the center of my page. So the red line appears on the right side, center of my logo. And vertically also there is a red line appearing, that is the center of the page. So this is the best way to place your text box. Or if you want this on the left hand side also, you can put it on the left hand side. So after this, what are we going to do is, after the break, we are going to create some visuals. As of now, we have never created a visual, so we are going to create some new visuals. Okay? I hope we'll go for a break, lunch break. Please save the file. I need your cooperation. I thought of creating at least 1 or 2 visual before the not able to do it. No problem. To break, we'll start creating the visuals. And I'm going to stop the video recording. Just to remind me, we have to start it. First off, I had a separate